What's up guys, this is Monkey Figure Reviews and it's time to unbox the P.O.P Sailing Again Maximum Gear 4 Snakeman. Let us take a quick look at the box first. So right in front we can see the series name. It says 15th anniversary P.O.P Sailing Again Maximum, and in silver foil the figure and character name, which is of course Monkey D. Luffy Gear 4 Snakeman. Right at the top we can see our silver toy sticker here to prove its authenticity. So I'm looking at the box now and I think the overall design for the box is kind of purplish color theme, and there's some smoke effects. And I think all this silver foil is supposed to be, like the random movements of his hands when he is attacking using the Snakeman form. This is the side view, another blown up image of Snakeman, and more of these effects running through. This is the other side, more angles of Snakeman figure. And this is the back view. And I think I kind of see it now. So, all these effects kind of runs across the sides of the boxes and all these back to this Snakeman figure. So I guess it's supposed to be launching his attacks. It's just kind of trying to replicate that effect, which is kind of cool. Okay, and last but not least, the top side of the box, more angles of Snakeman. And as you can see, it is brand new, it is still sealed. We are going to do the unboxing together. Not sure about you guys, but I'm really excited. So let's go.
Snakeman.
There you go guys, Snakeman Luffy in all of his glory. First impressions, I gotta say I really like the pose that this figure has put Luffy in, and I know essentially it is just replicating how he first appeared as Snakeman in the manga, in the anime, so nothing special about it, but he still looks really cool, getting ready to throw punches at Katakuri. Another thing I want to talk about is the smoke, or rather the steam effects. I think it really gave the figure extra volume and make it look really special. So if you take it all away, just Luffy's organic body himself, he'll look pretty small and nothing really, just really ordinary. But talking about the smoke effect, I want to talk about certain things that I'm quite unhappy about, so we'll just jump to that first. Let's start from the bottom. And this cluster of the steam here also acts as the base for the whole figure, in case you're not sure. And if you look at the shading, it is quite well done. Purplish tint, pinkish tint in certain areas, like here, here, and here. And it's over here at the bottom, it is more pronounced than the upper half. So the shading together with the swirls and twirls that they crafted in make the steam look more natural and more believable. So it's really pretty nice. But if you do look at it closely, you really start to see seam lines that actually run along certain areas of the steam effects. For example, over here, over here, over here, and maybe I turn it towards the back. There's certain areas that are kind of more obvious over here, and over here. And I was actually quite surprised because I thought that the steam effects will come in bigger pieces, but it seems like just even talking about this part here, like the bottom, it seems to be constructed of many little pieces glued together to fix it as the steam effect base. And I'm really disappointed with how distinct the seam lines just looks. It's just kind of staring in your face. But honestly, if I were to compare the seam lines that I'm seeing here, over here, compared to the upper half, I would totally accept this. This is a lot better because the ones on the upper half are just crazy. They are honestly really ugly. Just take this one, as you can see in the camera, for example. It is so obvious. At least for the ones towards the base, they tried their best to hide it with the curvatures of the steam cloud, and also with the shading. But right at the top half, they totally didn't do it at all. Let's just get to it now. If you look at the top here, you can see the seam lines over here, and there's another line that runs at the top over here, and there's a big one that just comes all the way down. And it's really crazy because for this area I can still feel the joints. It was not smoothened, not sanded properly, and that is really quite horrible. And in the front you can see the seam lines over here, and it runs across over here as well, and over here too. So they are basically everywhere, and once you notice them, they are always kind of staring you in the face. So it's kind of crazy. And I gotta say, very disappointing. I'm very disappointed with this piece from MEGAHOUSE, because it's MEGAHOUSE, we expect better craftsmanship from them, and also the figure is not cheap at all, so we really want the tip-top quality work that has come with MEGAHOUSE Maximum line so far. Okay, and I just gotta mention it because it really bothers me. So maybe if you're looking at this for the first time, it is not a big deal to you. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you were to look at the effects over here, the swirls and twirls and the shading is also much lesser. So at least in terms of the modeling of the steam, the progression of the coloring, there's something for us to see there, and it's pretty good. This is Luffy's face, and in terms of likeness, it is definitely not the best. Doesn't really look like the source material Snakeman Luffy that we have seen, but at least it didn't change a lot from the prototype. It looks pretty much the same. Other than that, the details are pretty well done. You can see the missing tooth. For the teeth on my figure, there's a little bit of the line between the upper teeth and the lower teeth is a bit smudged. So I'm not sure if it's just mine or it is quite common in other Snakeman figures as well. And also, if you look at the hair, it's also pretty well done with the flow. It's like Saiyan mode, and the shading and coloring is pretty good. And for the body, you can see the muscles are really well sculpted together with the scar. You can feel the indents over here. They are really very detailed, so really well done over here. And towards the bottom, you can see his red pants, some shading in the crotch areas as well, the thighs, and his legs are essentially coated in haki with a little bit of reddish tint, which is also similar to his arms. Both the one over here and over here, reddish tints, and the paint job is all pretty good in the haki coated parts. This is the back view of the figure, and you can see the muscles here are well done too, with a little bit of shading to accentuate them, as well as the arms and the creases on the shirt. You can see how small he has become because his body has buffed up while he's in Snakeman mode. And also the hat that goes over his straw hats at the bottom. You can't remove them for sure, but pretty nice detailing across the main Snakeman body. The height of this figure from the bottom to the top of the steam effect, it's around 28 cm, around 11 inches. If you're just talking to the top of his hair, it's around 22.5 cm, almost hitting 9 inches. I have taken out some of my Luffy P.O.Ps so you guys can have a look of how they are like together. This is the Luffy Jump Fiesta Special P.O.P. This is Luffy Sailing Again version 2 P.O.P. And they look pretty neat. They look really cool, just seeing the different forms of Luffy next to each other. Unfortunately, I do not have Bowman, so I'm still hoping to get that one day. And then when you put them together, they will just definitely look amazing. The different forms and different versions of Luffy. Here I have taken out my S Cultures figure Colosseum Zorro, and I thought they would look good together. Just both of them getting ready to fight. If you have the P.O.P Maximum Zorro, I'm pretty sure they will look good as a pair too. Last but not least, this is Ichiban Kuji Kongan Luffy. I saw in Leave No One Behind's video that he did the same thing, so I thought it'd be pretty cool to also see them next to each other, just that my version has the Kongan hand, and they look pretty great. And obviously they're not of the same scale, but just to see, you know, there's like two versions of Luffy, each pointing at a different side, ready to give off a punch. Really cool. That's all I have, guys, for this figure. I just want to say that when I held it up, it felt really fragile, it felt really flimsy, and I can't help but think that it is because of how many pieces it took to put it together. And I really hope that it stands the test of time, that it will still stand well. Okay, and main problem once again is just the joints for me. So if you can get past that, then it wouldn't be a problem for you to get this figure. He'll be really amazing, pretty cool. But if it's an issue for you like it is for me, then I think it's better that you don't get it. Maybe you can choose alternatives like Figure Art Zero or even Customs Snakeman, because it is better to be 100% on board, you know, when you get the figure. Then you will be really happy when you get it. Like, personally, compared to the Whitebeard P.O.P Maximum, when I got that figure, when I took it out, everything, I'm just so happy and so satisfied. 100% satisfied with my purchase. But with this Snakeman, it just kind of like, kills the hype a bit to see things that I don't really like. So make of that what you will. I tried to give as much information as possible for those of you who are still considering to get this Snakeman, and I hope it helps. Also, I am doing an Ichiban Kuji art board giveaway sometime soon, probably in a few days. I will announce it, and if you're interested in that, just make sure you don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Instagram and Facebook so you don't miss out on those announcements. Other than that, thank you guys so much for your support. I will see you guys very soon. Goodbye.